A girl named Elisa was living a normal, happy life. She belonged to an upper-middle-class family, enjoyed going to university, and spent her days laughing with friends, learning new things, and dreaming about her future. Life felt simple and joyful for her, the kind of life where every small moment counted: the smell of fresh breakfast in the morning, the warmth of sunlight in the garden, the chatter of people on the streets, and the quiet satisfaction of being with family. She was a decent, kind girl, good-looking in a natural way, someone people enjoyed being around. But little did she know that one small accident would change everything in her life. It all started on the day her brother was going out to buy a birthday surprise for her. He drove carefully, thinking about what to get her, when suddenly his car accidentally bumped into a huge, shiny luxury car. The moment the driver stepped out, the air around seemed to tense. He was tall, with a muscular build and an attitude that seemed to fill the space. His eyes were sharp, and every step he took showed arrogance and power. Without even asking calmly about the accident, he started yelling at her brother. Words turned into shoves, shoves into a fight, and in the blink of an eye, her brother was left shocked, hurt, but thankfully not badly injured. The man got into his luxury car, revving the engine as if to show he was untouchable, and drove away, leaving her brother rattled. When her brother returned home and told her the story, she simply ignored it. Her brother was fine, after all, and she didn't want to waste her energy on someone who clearly had too much arrogance and not enough sense. But life has a way of not letting grudges rest easily. A few days later, she was sitting at a restaurant, enjoying her meal, when she noticed him. Yes, the same man who had bullied her brother. He was sitting there too, casually sipping his drink, completely unaware that she had noticed him. Something inside her sparked. She could not ignore him this time. She stood up, walked over, and confronted him. Her voice was steady, firm, and filled with the anger she had held back all these days. "This is not how you treat anyone," she told him, her eyes blazing. "No matter how rich you are, no matter how powerful, this attitude is unacceptable." He laughed. Not a small chuckle, but the kind of laugh that made her skin crawl. He didn't take her seriously. To him, she was just another girl trying to lecture someone above her social class, someone who had luxury and power. But she wouldn't back down. She returned to her table, finishing her food, but her eyes couldn't leave the car parked outside the restaurant, his shiny, expensive car, a symbol of his arrogance. A plan formed in her mind. Quietly, she went outside, ran her fingers across the car's surface, leaving marks, and even punctured one of its tires. It was small, but it was her way of standing up for her brother, for herself, for everything she couldn't say to him in words. The man saw it. He stepped out, rage written all over his face. How dare someone touch his car? How dare someone insult his pride? And she? She walked away calmly, not looking back, but she knew that he would remember this. And he did. From that day on, he started appearing near her house, always standing outside, letting his presence be felt without a word. His silent teasing was worse than any shout, more dangerous than any fight. Every evening, he would be there, watching, waiting, as if daring her to respond, daring her to engage, daring her to fear him. One day, he went to the extreme, something nobody expected. Her car, the same car she had always been careful with, was set on fire. Smoke rose into the sky, curling and twisting as panic struck her heart. Without a second thought, she ran downstairs, her chest pounding, her mind racing. And when she saw him there, standing arrogantly as always, she acted on pure instinct. She slapped him, hard. For a moment, the world went silent. No voices, no cars, no people, only that sharp sound and the shock in the air. He felt it deep, like nothing he had ever experienced before. No one had ever dared to challenge him like that. No one had ever shown him fearlessness, courage, or defiance in such a simple human act. And something unexpected happened. He didn't get angry. Instead, he felt something he had never felt before. He felt drawn to her, captivated, and slowly, he realized that it was love. He didn't know how to love someone. All his life, he had relied on power, arrogance, and wealth to get what he wanted. But now, this girl, this brave girl, had shown him a world beyond all that. Every day after that, he came to her house. Sometimes he brought flowers, carefully chosen. Sometimes he whispered quiet apologies, and sometimes he simply stood outside, waiting silently. But she never responded. Every time he appeared, she turned away. "This is not love," she told him. "Go away and don't ever come near me again." Even when he boldly went to demand her hand from her father, his old arrogance bubbling up, she slapped him hard in front of everyone, making it clear that he had crossed a line. He left that day, and for the first time, he didn't come back immediately. Something changed inside him. He realized that love wasn't about demanding or intimidating, it was about proving himself, becoming worthy, and showing he could be trusted. Days passed. They met again, by chance or fate, she wasn't sure. But this time, he didn't chase her. He walked past, focused on his own growth, quietly shaping himself into a better person. And that was when she noticed it. She saw the change, the way he treated others, the way he worked hard, the patience he had developed. And slowly, without realizing it, her heart began to shift. She was falling for him. Then trouble came into her life. A serious problem at university threatened to ruin months of her hard work. She didn't know how to handle it, but he did. Silently, efficiently, he fixed it without asking for thanks, without revealing himself. When she found out, she was speechless. She approached him, and they talked for hours, deeply, honestly. Every word, every glance, every pause brought them closer. And at last, they confessed. They confessed that they loved each other. Their families, seeing their effort, their growth, and their honesty, agreed. They got engaged. Everything seemed perfect. But happiness, as always, has its shadows. Someone wasn't happy. His female best friend, once close to him, now jealous and broken, saw the girl who had won his heart as a threat. Consumed by envy, she started weaving lies, planting seeds of doubt. And on the day of the wedding, just when everyone thought everything was perfect, she did the worst thing possible. But that part of the story, that part, is for another day. Subscribe for part 2 to see what happens next.